Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the New England Patriots and the Carolina Panthers. With that, let's get up to Charlotte. Standing by, our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the New England Patriots. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn. Happy to be with you. And CD, as we get this thing going, give the folks at home something to keep their eye on.
The running game for both teams, because I think this is going to be an old-fashioned, old-school type of a game. Physical, who wins up front, who runs the ball the best and controls the clock, they will come out the victor.
It's a rematch of the 2004 Super Bowl. The Pats and Panthers are underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So now here come the Patriots to take over on offense. And how about this? Leading him onto the field, Cam Newton as the visitor here in Charlotte, where understandably he's still well-liked.
He should be. Helped take them to a Super Bowl after the 2015 season. He was the NFL MVP that year. Maybe the best player in the game. I mean, when you look at everything that he can do, how do you game plan against him? He can run it, he can throw it, and even when you try and tackle him,
he's a beast.
Good luck getting him on the ground. He's got it all.
Come off the ball. Shift.
And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Newton. That's out to his running back, Michel. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it a second down. Now let's give you a look here at the New England offense.
I love the versatility of Marcus Cannon. He can play guard, he can play tackle. I think his footwork has really improved during his time in the NFL. He has one of the better backstories that you're going to get. This is a guy who was diagnosed with cancer, has beaten that, and now is one of the better players in the NFL.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Here's Newton. Skirts by him at the 35. He gets it to James White. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 34-yard line.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
They'll run it here. This is James White, and he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. And the starting crew defensively for Carolina.
Spotlight, please, on Shaq Thompson. I always go back to his time at the University of Washington. Played some minor league baseball in the offseason. Could have been a big-time running back, maybe even a safety, and has settled in as a good, strong outside linebacker in the NFL whose forte is speed.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Newton. Caught by Sanu. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
3rd and 2, Newton. He hits White, complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too.
Hey, man, you can tap 180, 54, right, 54. Cross the pass, here we go.
Try to pound it in here with Michel. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
On 2nd and goal. Newton, blitz coming, and down he goes.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Newton. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Mohamed Sanu there to make the grab. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. That was a big throw right there on 3rd and goal.
And the defense has to be prepared for you to throw the ball on 3rd and goal. Because really, 2nd down, 2nd and goal, that's your play action time, and you're not sure whether they're going to run it or throw it. 3rd down, you're usually sure they're probably going to pass it. Even more impressive that they got it done. And on the opening drive of the game.
The point after is good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. So here are the Panthers now under head coach Ron Rivera. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
His stature isn't huge. He's not one of the big, strong-arm guys that you see coming into the league. But his touch, decision-making, ability to make plays, that's why Teddy Bridgewater has a chance to be a top quarterback in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And it's second down. And here now the offense for Carolina.
I don't know about you, but I love a good undrafted free agent success story. So let's take a look at Robbie Anderson, wide receiver, because in 2017, 63 catches, 941 yards, and a strong candidate for the Pro Bowl. Didn't quite get there, but was knocking on the door. How about that for an undrafted free agent out of Temple, now making good in the NFL?
A second down throw for Bridgewater. Eluded, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Dietrich Wise just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Third and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. From the gun, Bridgewater. And he's going to go down again. Dante Hightower coming in for the sack from his linebacker spot. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on third down. And you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. So on fourth down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep for New England, Julian Edelman. Fielded at the 33. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Here's Newton. And this one brought in by Sanu. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. He won't go down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef, they want to run the football. But that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Ready? Ready? Drop deep, drop deep. Get it.
On the draw, here's White. And he's able to get more than half of what they needed. That brings up a 3rd and 5.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
That's complete to his running back, Burkhead. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop, but that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he splits the uprights, and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And quickly, let's check out the New England defense.
Dante Hightower is a prototypical run-stuffing inside linebacker who has the ability to go to the edge and rush the passer, and there's no better example than when he had the strip sack against Matt Ryan in Super Bowl 51.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
To throw, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
3 bucks, 3 bucks, 3 bucks.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
6-man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
On second down, McCaffrey. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And I don't think Edelman will be able to get to this one. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? What about the 18-yard line, it looks like? Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10.
Set. I said it's 3. Double time. 3 down.
Now a first down throw for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Ready? Ready at the 8. March 43. You must be dreaming. Check.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing is Newton. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 43. Play action. It's Newton. His throw incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. That's complete to White.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Newton throwing again. He's going to look deep down the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. Now the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs.
Let's go.
Carolina getting set to take the field. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Hey, let's get that ball, Dean. Let's get that ball right here.
Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Lawrence Guy able to bring him down. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 36.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. I know you're ready.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Yeah.
It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Hey, let's go. It's time to crash. You got nothing.
Bridgewater now. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Bridgewater again. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 12-yard line.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the number one receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A first red zone opportunity for the Panthers thus far. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point forthcoming. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the last play on the drive, the touchdown run from Christian McCaffrey. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes, but right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
That's it. 180. Hey, check.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Ready? You're set. Ready? Come on, boy. Come on, boy. You better be ready. Ready?
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
43. Check, 43. They gonna need some therapy.
Off play action, Newton. Going deep here for Edelman. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Patriots send out their punter. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here, and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now a run with McCaffrey. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Anderson. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Check. Fresno.
Here's Bridgewater. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Getting set to go again here. Cam Newton marches back onto the field. He's got to be feeling pretty good. Playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm. Throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues.
Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Michel. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Check it back.
They fake the give. Newton. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there, and it's third down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. K1 short with a sack. That's 315 pounds of man right there.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Oh, yeah, and here we go again.
On the ground, McCaffrey. A little juke, and this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's McCaffrey. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Play fake. Bridgewater. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's 3rd and short. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
McCaffrey. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. Shoot.
The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Now Bridgewater. And he's got his man. It's Samuel. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel there to make the grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Now the try here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Carolina scores to cap it off. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Cam Newton getting ready to go again on offense. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. To throw is Newton. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Marquise Lee, 75 yards. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Set. Right to the 3. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right.
First down, here's White. And he's got room. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Ready? 180. 43 is the mic. I got it. Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 40. Check.
Off the draw, here's Michelle. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Ready?
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Hey, come on now. Come on now. 43.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now it's Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And his kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. 13 yards, first down, Panthers.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
This is McCaffrey.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll run with McCaffrey, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's coming this way, here we go, here we go.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a third and about 4.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Panthers on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Offense marching back onto the field, and our focus shifts here to Sony Michel. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe.
Check, 43. Watch the pass.
On first down, Newton. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
Here we go.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Here's Sanu on the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Looking middle, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. To throw again on 2nd down. Newton firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel, complete. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This quarterback now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. Bridgewater to throw it. He's got a man, complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And again, it's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. He made his first attempt, this from 45. And this one is right through. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. But they are all even to this point. So to see if either side can pull away, let's get you right back out to Brandon and Charles for the start of the second half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
First down, Bridgewater. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Well, that wasn't exactly a work of art, was it?
No, that wasn't a thing of beauty. That's just why I don't play in points per reception fantasy leagues.
Is that what they call
PPR? Receiver still gets a point there. Yeah.
Oh,
and you went that far back. No bueno.
Well, I'll tell you what. I wish I had their defense on my fantasy game.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now Edelman. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. It's complete, James White. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. From the gun, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Here we go, D. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have as they get him behind the line. That second down play nets a -4.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss.
Set. Man, read. Right there. 54 Mike. Oh, here we go. Oh.
On third down, Bridgewater. Found his target. It's Anderson. Give him 15 there. The Panthers have a first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup. Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen, watch the screen.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a draw play to McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots' 38.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Throwing, Bridgewater. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football, incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So it's his 3rd field goal now with a ball game, and they've needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Check, 43. Watch the run, watch the run.
On first down, it's Newton. Caught by Sanu. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. Newton now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. They defer to White out of the shotgun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Newton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 28. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Newton to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Set. 780. 54. 954. I got it.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Michelle on an island by himself in the backfield, 2nd and goal.
Ready?
He'll get it up the middle, and he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots have retaken the lead. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up, never even got to it.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes Christian McCaffrey with the rest of the offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's come together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. And you've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. A first down throw for Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Bridgewater now. That's Samuel, caught left side. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. McCaffrey on the counter. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce it, might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or 2, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get 1 mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8
How's
ounce.
that?
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a third down.
Well, partner, they've been running it well the entire game, and the big guys up front, they're a huge reason why. And now they're reaping the benefits as they continue to open up big holes and gain nice yardage.
Let's go. Let's have the ending. Bend it. Bend it.
Bridgewater from the gun on third down. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Bridgewater. And that's complete to McCaffrey. A loss of 2 there. Second down. Well, they try to swing it on left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So they'll turn to the kicker again. He's been a busy man thus far. And his kick here is good. And that'll bring him back within a point. It can be a thankless job sometimes to be a kicker, but they're thanking him right now. That's now 4 field goals. He's kept him in the game.
He sure has. That offense has got to find its rhythm because I'm not sure that just kicking field goals is going to allow them to win this game.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the fourth. The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit, because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads or start to cut the tape off, because if you did it way too soon. They've got to go back out there with renewed vigor, for lack of a better term, and also a good plan. They need points, and they need them now.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
I don't think you got it, son. Wait.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah. Not
an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So line of scrimmage, still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They were trying to erase that deficit in one play.
They certainly were, but how about the reaction time and the instincts back deep to force the incompletion? We might need to mark this one down. We may look back and say, that was a game-saving play.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Going underneath here, the tight end DeValve. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead. And this kick is not going to get there. It's short and no good. The 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. So the solid run on first, and I would imagine no real hurry to run that second down play.
No, it's all in your quarterback now. He's going to keep an eye on the play clock and bleed things down, and he's not going to let the ball be snapped until it's inside 3 seconds left on the play clock. Unless, of course, you're playing a video game, you're trying to run it up on your friend.
Nice touch. Cold-blooded, too. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
Ready? Ready? Okay, man. He's not going to get me.
On the draw, it's White. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Come on, ready? Hey, that QB's traps. Let's go.
They'll run on first down. Michel. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Pretty effective blitz there to stop the draw play right in its tracks.
And actually, when they blitz, draw play is supposed to work very well. You're supposed to have them bypass the runner, and he slips past them. But they put their eyes in the right place, took away all the creases, and slowed him down in a big way.
And this one brought in by Sanu. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Newton looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Now, after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. But he's got this way down inside of New England's 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run, and now 2nd and goal.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Bridgewater to throw it. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
You figure down in the red zone, the play call that's going to come in, find the guy that's most susceptible. It's the guy that you think that you can beat. In this case, they tried to pick on the rookie, and he was actually up to the challenge.
Yes, he was. Solid job knocking that away. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bo Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. To throw, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. So a tough pill to swallow there. A would-be touchdown pass in and out of his hands on 4th.
Sometimes it just comes down to execution, doesn't it? Because we're always questioning, should they go for it, should they not? Is it the right play call, is it not? In this situation, everything was right except for the finish. You have to catch the ball and convert.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey, we are.
Newton on 1st down. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell them to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
This is caught. It's Julian Edelman. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down, got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
Here we go. 780.
Check, 43. Silver.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time, but it'll be second down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Second and 10 now from the 27. Running out of the gun with White. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here's Newton. He's got the hook up to Lee. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 53 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And it's Michel once again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with White. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over. Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Newton now to throw. That's complete right around the 8th. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So now the Panthers down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores.
Let's go, one more. Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move.
The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the 30 on 2nd down, Bridgewater. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. 1st down, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a turkey bowl, a Thanksgiving day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. Thomas the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now Bridgewater. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th. So a crucial 2-point conversion there, but that's just part one of this 2-part story that they need to happen here.
Yeah, they do need to do a few other things, don't they? They got the 2, as you noted. Now they've got to make sure they get the onside kick and hope to get into field goal range and maybe have one last miracle left.
Yeah, I guess you're right. It's more than a 2-part story. It's a 3- or 4-part story. So with under 30 seconds to play, this is the game right here. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
It's just me and you.
Newton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Keep playing hard.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's a party now.
The Patriots in the victory formation as they'll take the knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Ready? Check, 180.
43. Check, 43. Come on. You better bring it.
Set.
And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.